again. I'm back with my pregnancy update. I am currently 27 and a half weeks pregnant, so this video is basically going to cover week 25, 26, and week 27. So, I apologize for how long it took me. It's been crazy. I was sick with the cold, and then I was going to make it another time, and something ended up coming up. I can't remember what, if I had a doctor's appointment, or my glucose, but I can't remember. But I did have my gestational diabetes test as well, so I'll talk about that later. And then this past week was my birthday, and I was going to make it that day, but that didn't happen because the realtor called us and said that we had people coming over to see our house, and I had 2 hours to get my house cleaned and ready, and it was not even close. So my husband came home from work and helped me get stuff done. So we worked about 2.5 hours straight. Oh my word, we busted our behinds. I was so sore and so tired after that. And then they finally showed up, and then we had to leave the house. I hadn't showered yet, and my husband wanted to go back to work, so he took me with him. I don't know why we didn't drive separately. I didn't even think about it, I guess. So I went with him and watched him work for about 4 hours. And it was alright. It wasn't so bad because there was another wife there, so we kind of hung out. But still, it wasn't exactly how I wanted to spend my birthday. So anyway, that was what happened. And he made up for it, my husband did, by taking me out for supper that night. And then Saturday we went shopping and got some fun stuff. So anyway, and I'll show that to you guys in a little bit. Alright, so just a side note, it snowed today, like 3 inches, and it's been freezing cold in my house because our fireplace pipes leak. This smoke just billows into our house right now, so we have to get them fixed, so we don't know for sure how to do that. So it has been so cold today, and it's windy, so the wind is just roaring through our windows, and it's not exactly the way we wanted to spend our first snowy day, because I love it when it snows, and it's so nice when you have a fire going, but oh well, we've just been bundled up, and I suppose we'll just cuddle tonight, so we'll see. Alright, so that was just my little side note. I can't remember if I mentioned this or not. So I am filming this in the nursery for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's a nicer, different feel, and I like not having to do it on my webcam at my computer desk. And it's more comfortable. As you can see, we have this nice cushy chair that we got from a thrift store for like $60. So nice. And another reason is we are testing out our digital camera, and it's supposed to have a high definition video maker camera thing on it. So I'm testing that out right now, and I'm going to see how the videos turn out, just so we can decide if we need to buy a different camcorder for when Addison gets here, because we want to be able to film at least part of the delivery, at least us meeting her for the first time. So anyway, that's why the scenery is different. So you're kind of getting a sneak peek of the corner of the nursery right now. Let's see, this week I was asked if I was having twins. That was something new to me. I was at a volleyball game, and some random lady asked me how far along I was, and I said, or she asked me my due date was, and I said it's January 20th, and she goes, "Are you having twins?" I was like, "No." And I don't know if it was just the shirt, because I had said earlier that day, "Nick, does this shirt look bigger on me than it should?" And he thought it looked fine. But now I'm starting to wonder, because like, I am 27 weeks pregnant, and I just got asked if I'm having twins. Oh my word, it was so embarrassing. but that's okay. So that was different. Also, I entered my 3rd trimester yesterday, which was exciting. I never thought I would make it here. I feel like it went so slow, but now it's going so fast. Ever since my 20-week appointment, it's flying. And I was hoping it would do that, but it's kind of started to freak me out. I'm almost 28 weeks pregnant. I'm like, oh my goodness. Anyway, so that was exciting. The last couple weeks, my baby movement has been a lot more stronger, and it's occurring all the time. Like, I feel like she's always moving. I don't know, it's enjoyable. I really do enjoy it, but it can be somewhat of a distraction at times as well, especially when you're sitting in church trying to focus. But I think it was Saturday, I was sitting at my desk, and my entire belly just went, like, shifted, and it was like she was rolling or something. I don't know. So it was very odd. It was a very odd experience, but I was excited about it. It was a neat experience as well. Let's see, what else has been happening in my life? Oh, I had my gestational diabetes test last week, Wednesday, and I think I've mentioned this before, but one of my good friends that just lives down the road from me, actually, is due the same day as I am, and so her doctor, and she goes to the same clinic that I go to, and our doctors are different, but they're in the same group. Well, we decided to go ahead and get our gestational diabetes test done together, since you have to wait for an hour anyway, and I didn't do very well with my last blood test, as you all know, and so she thought it would be safer if there were 2 of us, just in case she needed to drive. So that was really nice that she offered that. But before I went, my doctor told me to not eat sugars or carbs or starches or anything like that. So I had some eggs, and I think that really helped because it was good to have that protein in my system. And then I also had some good fiber cereal as well. So we drove there, and it's an hour drive, and we got there, we got signed in, and she gave us the drinks. And I had the orange drink, and my friend had the fruit punch drink. And she said she never had the fruit punch before. This is her 4th child. And she said the fruit punch tasted exactly like Hawaiian punch. So if you like Hawaiian punch, I would suggest getting the fruit punch if you're offered that. And actually, the orange tasted like a version of orange fruit punch, so it wasn't bad either. I didn't mind it at all. So we drank it, and it does burn your throat if you've never done it, which was something that surprised me, because I wasn't expecting that. But it wasn't nasty, and it was cold, so that helped a lot. But anyway, so we waited the hour, and I felt fine. So then she drew our blood, and it was only about 2 vials, which was what I was worried about, was passing out because of the blood getting drawn, and it was no big deal at all. So yeah, that was good, and I haven't gotten the results back yet, but I will get them soon, I'm sure. And I figure at this point, no news is probably good news. So my next doctor's appointment is next week, Thursday, which is November 4th. So yeah, it will be just fine, I'm sure. Alright, well, I'm going to stop this now because I'm pretty close to time, and I want to make sure that I have time to squeeze in the rest of my stuff as well. So I will see you in a minute.